start new chapter in accounts. That is issue of shares. Part 2. This is part 2. First chapter, issue of shares. This is one of the important chapter from board examination point of view. One question of 8 marks. 8 marks comes from this chapter, issue of share. So far as theory portion is related with this chapter, we have already studied in 11th OC and CCSP and some part in CCSP 12 issue of share. For example, what is the procedure for issue of share, and what is share, what are the different types of share, then next forfeiture of share, what is the procedure for forfeiture of share. We are going to study in 12th standard CCSP subject. So that's why I am touching only those concepts, those theory portion which are related with your practical questions. First of all, in short, what are the different types of shares? We have already done in 11th standard: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, paid up capital, unpaid capital. These are the different types of shares. Then we also know what is forfeiture of share. The person who is not able to pay installments in shares, their shares are forfeited, and as a result, whatever money they had paid, it not to be returned by the company. That is called forfeiture of share. So almost we know. But now I am trying to touch only those concepts which are related with your practical question. First of all, whenever shares are issued by the company, before issuing share, they need to issue prospectus. It is compulsory for company to issue prospectus before issuing shares in the market. Prospectus includes, we all know, prospectus includes all the important details related with company, all the important details related with issue of shares. Details means all the important provisions related with issue of shares. So, in this prospectus, after reading this prospectus, investors are trying to or interested in investing their amount, or they are interested in purchasing those shares after reading prospectus. In prospectus, application is there. Application form is there. Application form. So after reading prospectus, if they are interested in investing in that company, or we can say if they are interested in purchasing share, then one application form is attached with that prospectus. They need to fill that application form, and along with that application form, they have to pay some amount of share. Now, for example, the face value of share. Face value means the price of share which is decided by the company. That is called face value. In my example, I am taking face value is 10 rupees. Face value. Once again, I am touching only those terms, those concepts which are related with your practical questions. Theory question, most of the theory questions we have already done in 11th, and again we are going to do in 12th, and then later on in accountancy we will explain theory portion once again. But right now, practical questions. So, face value. Face value means the price of share which is decided by the company. That is called face value. For example, if company has decided the price of one share is equal to 10 rupees. This is called face value. Now, this face value means price of this share. Company can demand from the investor altogether, meaning in lump sum or in installments, in different installments. For example, if company has issued 20,000 share and price of share is 10 rupees. So, in lump sum they can demand total 2 lakh rupees from investors, or they can demand this amount in different installments. In 3 installments, in 4 installments, they can demand the face value, means that 10 rupees. For example, suppose the face value of share is 10 rupees, and the company has decided to demand this 10 rupees from investors in 3 or 4 installments. For example, first installment is of 4 rupees, then 3 rupees, then 2 rupees, then 1 rupee. So in 4 installments, they are demanding this face value of share. 4 rupees first time, 3 rupees second time, 2. This is 4 rupees per share, 3 rupees per share, 2 rupees per share, 1 rupees per share. They are demanding total 10 rupees in 4 installments. The name of these installments are, first is application money. Application money. Then next one is allotment money or allotment. Then call money. These are called call money. Now we can give numbers. First call, for example, in our example, first call. This is second call, and the last installment. That's why we can say second and final call. Second and final call. So these are the different installments. The company can demand face value of share in installments also. And name of the installments are, first one is called application money, second one is called allotment money, and then call. And if calls are 2 or 3, then first call, second call, third call, in this way you can say. And the last installment is also known as final call. So in different installments, company can demand face value of share. Now why first installment is known as application money? So I have already told you that before issuing shares, company needs to issue prospectus. In that prospectus, there is an application form also. After reading the prospectus, if any person is interested in purchasing share, they needs to fill up the application form, and then with that application form, they have to send first installment, that is 4 rupees. For example, out of 20,000 share, which is issued by the company, if I had purchased 500 shares, so after filling application form, along with that application form, I have to send 500 into 4, means a check of 2,000 rupees. 2,000. A check of rupees 2,000 I have to send along with that application form. That's why, since we are sending this amount with application form, that's why first installment is called application money. First of all, application money is completed, because first of all, every investor has to send some amount. Some amount means amount demanded by the company. According to our example, out of 10 rupees, 4 rupees is demanded by the company in the form of first installment. So first time we have to send 4 rupees, whatever number of share get purchased, multiplied with 4 rupees, we have to send that check with application form. That's why that first installment is called application money. Once company receive applications from different investors, different candidates, those who want to purchase share, after receiving all applications, then company scrutinizes, verifies all the details given in the application, and company, once satisfied with the application, they gives the shares to that investors. Once company is satisfied with all the relevant information which are mentioned in the application form, then they give shares to that candidate. This is called allotment of share. They are writing allotted. And to those investors to whom shares are not given, shares are not allotted in their application, they are writing rejected. For example, this application is rejected. And suppose these 3 individuals are allotted shares, allotted. So, once application is received by the company, then it depends on company to whom shares has been allotted and whose shares is to be rejected. Whose shares are rejected? Whose shares are rejected? A company, if company rejects some share applications, then their money will be returned back to them. But the investors whose application is accepted, means to whom shares are allotted, इनको share दिए गए हैं. Then after allotment of share, to those investors, their account is opened in the company. Account is opened. Which account? Capital account. We can say capital account is opened. After allotting share, their capital account is opened in the company. So after allotment, after giving share, the installment which is demanded by the company is called allotment money. This is second installment is called allotment money. Reason, after allotment of share, after giving share, this amount is demanded by the company. That's why it is called allotment money. And after that, call money. First call, second call, third call. So in overall, we can say the face value of share. If company is demanding face value of share in installments, the first one is application money. Application money. Second one is allotment money. And third one is call money. Total 3 names. And if installments are more than 3, then application money, second one is allotment money, and then third one is first call, fourth one is second call or final call. Last installment is also known as final call. So company may demand the face value of share in different installments. These installments are application money, allotment money, and call money. Now we have to learn how to pass journal entries in case of issue of shares. The first entry is, right now I am not preparing format, otherwise same format, date, particular, and ledger folio, debit, credit. Then on top you have to write journal entries in the book of this company. First entry is bank account debit to, if it is equity share and equity share application, equity share application. First entry is bank account debit to equity share application. Now, first entry. First of all, suppose I am taking one example. Company is issuing 20,000 shares. Company is issuing 20,000 shares, and the face value of each share is 10 rupees. 10 rupees. And company has demanded these 10 rupees in 4 installments. Application, which is of 4 rupees, then allotment, second installment, which is of 3 rupees, then first call, which is of 2 rupees, and then final call, which is of 1 rupee. These are the 4 installments demanded by the company. Now, what is the first entry? Bank account debit to equity share application. The name of the first installment is application money. That's why we have written share application to equity share application. Now, first of all investors will send application form. This is application form. And along with that application form, they will send a check. A check of how much amount, whatever number of shares they had purchased into first installment. For example, this is my application form, and I had purchased 500 shares. I want to purchase 500 shares. So 500 into first installment is of 4 rupees. I have to send check of rupees 2,000 along with this application form. So when I am sending this check to the company, or all investors are sending checks to the company, the checks is coming into the company. Check is represented by bank account debit, because check is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. According to real account, what is the rule of real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So from the company's point of view, you have to pass journal entries. And from company's point of view, all checks from different investors are coming to into the company's account. The checks are coming, check is a real account, debit what comes in, that's why we are writing bank account debit. And right now, this amount is an income for company. income for company, and income is a nominal account, and according to nominal account we have done in simple language all types of income is credited, but nominal account rules of nominal account is debit all the expense and losses, credit all the incomes and gains. So incomes and gain will be credited. Here first installment, and name of the first installment is application money, and this is equity share, that's why we have done to equity share application. So that's why this is income, that it is credited. Bank is a real account, that's why it is debited. So all checks are received by the company. Cash is coming, means check is coming, that's why bank account debited. The first entry is bank account debit to equity share application. Then you have to write narration we will do later on, and then amount. So according to our example, total how many shares are there issued by the company? 20,000 shares. Every shareholder, every investor has signed 4 rupees, so 20,000 into 4 means total check received by company is 80,000. Now, in our example, we are assuming that whatever number of shares issued by the company means 20,000, same applications are received by the company. Otherwise, it may happen that company may receive less than 20,000 or more than 20,000 shares. Means over subscription or under subscription. There may be case of over subscription and under subscription, but right now we are assuming that whatever number of shares issued by the company, same number of application received by the company. So 20,000 into 4, total 80,000. First entry is completed. Bank account debit to equity share application. Now second, after receiving all application, I have already told you, after receiving all application, if company has decided to give share, to allot share, then they write allotted to those shareholders account to whom share has been given to them. Allotted. So after allotment, their capital account will be opened, and money will be transferred in their capital account. For example, out of 20,000 share, how many shares I had purchased? 500 shares. It means I had paid 500 into 4, 2,000 rupees. So out of 80,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees will be transferred in my capital account. Similarly, different amounts will be transferred in different investors to whom share had been allotted in their capital account. In this way, application money will be finished. Nil becomes nil after transferring this whole amount 80,000 in different shareholders' capital account. So how we have to pass this entry? First entry is completed. Second entry is equity share application. Equity share application account debit to share capital. Equity share application account debit to share capital account. Share capital account represents the capital account of all shareholders. In this share capital account, my account is also included. 500 into 4, 2,000. The equity share application account debit to share capital account, and all 80,000 rupees will be transferred in capital account. Now, why equity share application account is debited? First of all, in previous entry, equity share application is credited, application money is credited because that is an income. Once that income is transferred in capital account of all investors, it becomes zero, so it will be debited. Equity share application account debited and transferred to share capital account, capital account of all shareholders. This is second entry. The first two entry is completed. First of all, bank account debit to equity share application. Second one is equity share application account debit to share capital account. Try to understand these entries. First of all, company is receiving check from different investors. Check is received by company, or we can say cash or check is coming into the business. It is a real account, bank account debit to, and the name of the income is First installment is application, so equity share application money. You can write money also. Money account. Then equity share application account debit to share capital account. All application, all installments will be transferred to share capital account. Means capital account is opened only for those investors who has been allotted shares. Their capital account will be opened and their money will be transferred in their capital account. The first installment is completed. Now next, here first installment is completed. Now once application money transferred in capital account, so story of first installment is completed. And as they recorded the application money in different capital account, immediately they entered advance entry regarding allotment, that company is passing an entry in advance that we have to take this and this amount from this and this shareholder in future. For example, name of the second installment is allotment. Now same entry you have to pass like this. Second, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. You can see this entry is similar to second one. Here application is written, here allotment is written. Only installment, name of installment changes, but entry is same. But what is the difference between these two entries? Here in this entry we are transferring the amount received by the company in their capital account. Now here capital account opens, that's why the time when we are entering, we are transferring the amount of application money in capital account at the same time, because now the person who becomes shareholder, now company has the right to take allotment, call money from them. That's why they are passing advance entry, that we have to take this and this amount from these shareholders. This is advance entry for regarding allotment. So same entry, equity share application, instead of application we have to write allotment. Allotment account debit to equity share capital. Now total number of share is 20,000 and the value of allotment is 3 rupees. So company is writing that we have to receive 60,000 rupees from all shareholders. Third entry is completed. For every installment, first of all, try to understand, for every installment, for application, for allotment, for first call, for final call, you have to pass 2 entries. So here, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. This is advance entry passed by company. Now we can say this is entry of due amount. Company has to receive. Right now, company has not received the second installment. They have to receive this amount in future. Now when time comes to pay the second installment, all shareholder will send a check of the number of shares which they had purchased. For example, I had purchased 500 shares, 500 into 3. I will send 1,500 rupees. Similarly, whatever number of shares purchased by different investors, they will send the check according to this price. Again, company is receiving check. So same entry as first entry we have done. Bank account debit to which installment they are receiving? Second. Name of the second installment is equity share allotment. So to equity share allotment account. How much we have to send? Total 60,000. Total money received by company is 60,000. So once they will receive the check of second installment, then they pass entry, second entry, bank account debit. Again check is coming to company. Check is real account, debit what comes in, bank account debit. Again it becomes income, and the name of the income is allotment, so equity share allotment account, bank account debit to equity share allotment. Similarly for third installment. Now once they receive the amount of second installment, immediately they will pass another entry in advance that is called a due entry, that we have to receive this amount from different shareholder, from this and this shareholder. So entry is now similar to this entry. Equity first call account debit, equity first call account debit to equity share capital account. This is advance entry. Company is passing that this and this amount we have to take from different shareholders. The total number of shares company has distributed is 20,000, and from each shareholder company has to receive first call, and value of first call is 2 rupees, means 20,000 into 2. The company has to receive 40,000 rupees from different shareholders. Now, this is advance entry passed by the company. When the time comes to pay this first call, all shareholder, again same story, all shareholder will send the check according to the number of shares purchased by them. For example, I had purchased 500 share, 500 into 2. So I have to send 1000 rupees of check to the company. Similarly, all investors will send their check according to the, on the basis of number of shares purchased by them. So again, when the time comes, company will receive check. Account debit. And which installment they are receiving? Third installment, and name of the third installment is first call. So equity first call account debit, or share first call, equity share first call account debit. So equity share first call account debit. First call. Bank account debit, equity share first call account. And value 40,000. 40,000, 40,000. Now, company has received third installment also. Once they receive third installment, means first call, according to our example, first call, they have received. Immediately, they will pass another advance entry at this and this amount. It means last installment we have to receive from these and these shareholders. And installment entry is share final call account debit, share final call account, this is the last installment, final call account debit, share final call account debit, or equity share final, if equity is mentioned, equity share final call account debit to share capital, to share capital account. And total how many shares company has issued? 20,000. On each share company has to receive 1 rupee, 20,000 into 1, so it becomes 20,000. This entry is passed by company in advance. This is due entry. Company has passed this entry and they want to say that we have to receive 20,000 rupees from all those shareholders to whom share has been allotted. We have to receive 20,000 in future. When the date comes, when the time comes to pay last installment, again all shareholder will send the check according to the number of shares purchased by them multiplied with 1. Again company is receiving check. So for check we are writing bank account debit to which installment they are receiving? Last installment, and the name of the last installment is final call to share final call account, or to equity share final call account. To equity share final call account. And how much money? Same 20,000. In this way you have to pass journal entries and you have to pass 2 entries for 1 installment. Means if there are 4 installments in the question, it means you have to pass 8 entries for these 4 installments. If 3 installments are there, so 6 entries you have to pass. So once again, try to understand entries and try to learn these entries, because in every question you have to repeat these entries. And these entries are, once again I am writing. First entry is bank account debit. First of all, company receive application, bank account debit to, now I am writing in short, to equity share application, to equity share application Bank account debit to equity share application account. Here we have to write amount. Bank account debit to equity share application account. First entry. Second, after receiving money, then they have to transfer this money to capital account of those investors to whom share has been allotted. So equity now credit to equity share application, now it will be debited. So equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Second entry, and here first installment is completed. First of all, bank account debit to equity share application account, then equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. First installment is completed here. First of all, according to our story, according to case situation, first of all, company received a check. Company received checks with application form. They are receiving checks with application form, and checks means amount of first installment. That's why they are receiving first installment with application form. That's why it is called application money. The check is coming, check is real account, debit what comes in, on that basis bank account is debited. And whatever money received by a company, it becomes income for that company, the income will be credited to equity share application account. Income is credited. After receiving all incomes, all money, means first installment, then the investors to whom share had been allotted, their account will be opened, means capital account will be opened, and all application money will be transferred in their capital account. And application money is finished. That's why it will be debited here. Same, equity share application account which was credited in the first entry, now it is debited. Equity share application account, and all money will be transferred in share capital account to equity share capital account. In this way, first process is completed. Now, capital account is opened, means share has been allotted to each and every shareholder. So, now company has right to receive second installments from them. That's why they are passing advance entry for receiving this amount. And advance entry is similar to this entry, second entry. Here, equity share application account is written. We have to write equity share allotment, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. This advance entry. After passing entry, this entry will be passed on the same date on which this entry is passed. For example, if application money means first installment company has received in January month. So in the month of January, the date on which this entry is passed, on the same date this entry will also be passed. Means we are taking month January. Then when the date comes to pay second installment, means allotment money, then again same story. Investor will send check to company. Check is coming, again same story. Check is coming. Means checks equal to the value of second installment. For example, I had purchased 500 shares into 3, 1,500 rupees I will send to the company. In the same way, all shareholders will send their check for second installment. The check is received by the company. Real account, according to real account debit, what comes in? Again same entry. Bank account debit. Bank account debit to then name of the installment. Which installment they are receiving? Second installment. Name of the second installment is equity share allotment. So same name we have to write to equity share allotment account. To equity share allotment account. Again, second installment is completed. Two entries were passed. A, B. Two entries were passed. A, B. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. When company received the amount, then bank account debit to equity share allotment. Then as company receive the second installment, means allotment money, immediately, means on the same date, they will pass another entry in advance that this and this amount we have to receive from investors, means they will pass entry for first call in advance. Here I am passing entry, third installment. First of all, bank account debit to equity share application. Then equity share application after transferring in capital account. Equity share application, account debit to equity share capital account. Then equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. And in order to learn in an easy manner, you can see first entry is, try to understand first two entries very carefully. First entry is bank account debit to equity share application. Then equity share application to equity share capital. You have understand the meaning of these entries also. First of all, company is receiving check for this and receiving check for which installment? First installment. That's why bank account debit to equity share application. After receiving application money, this application money will be transferred in capital account. So equity share application account debit to equity share capital. Now you can see first entry is bank account debit to equity share application. Second entry is equity share application to equity share capital account. From second installment means from allotment, entry become reverse. First entry becomes equity share allotment instead of application allotment. Equity share allotment. This is the difference. The second in first means application entry, two entries were passed. The second entry becomes first and first entry becomes second. And then we have to repeat the same entries in further installments. Only we have to change the name of installment. For example, here equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. You can see this entry is similar to this entry. Only the difference is here application is written, here we have written allotment. Then after receiving this installment, bank account debit, which installment we are receiving? Allotment. So to equity share allotment. Then first call. What is the entry for first call? Equity share first call account debit. Instead of allotment, you have to write equity share first call account debit. Here I am writing equity third is third installment means fifth entry. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital. This entry is passed by company in advance. In advance means this and this amount we have to receive from different shareholders. Equity share first call we have to receive from different shareholders. That's why this entry is passed in the capital account. Well, again same. Once the time comes to pay first call, means the date comes to pay first call. Again we will send amount according to the number of shares purchased by different investors. So again company is receiving check. So bank account debit. Which installment they are receiving? Third installment means first call. So equity share first call. Equity share first call account. Then you have to write amount here. Now third installment is completed. We have received third installment also. As soon as third installment means first call, according to our example, first call is received by a company. Company will pass advance entry for final call. And entry becomes equity share first call. Instead of that, equity share final call. Equity share final call account debit to equity share capital. To equity share capital account. And again, when the date comes to pay final call, all the shareholders, all investors will pay the amount according to the number of shares purchased by them. Again, company receives check. Once they receive check, they will pass entry bank account debit, and they are receiving check of which installment? Last installment. And name of the last installment is final call. Same name you have to write, equity share final call. To equity share final call account debit. Final call account. To equity share final call account. These are the entries. If total 4 installments are there, in this way you have to pass total 8 entries. for every installment, two entries are there. First of all, try to learn installments or understand installments. First installment is application money, bank account debit to equity share, application account, bank account debit to equity share, application account. Second, after receiving application money, it will be transferred in capital account. So, share application, in short I am telling, share application account debit to equity share capital account or share capital account. If equity is given, then equity, then preference is written, then preference share application, preference share capital account. Then after transferring application money in capital account of all shareholder, then again two entries for further installment, means second installment. Second entry becomes first, right from second installment, and first entry becomes second. Then we have to repeat the same entries for every installment. Here, share allotment account debit to equity share capital. When we received bank account debit to equity share allotment. Bank account debit means we are receiving check. For which installment? Name of that installment you have to write, allotment. Now again for third installment, equity share first call, allotment, instead of allotment, we have to write first call. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share first call account debit to equity share. Then when company will receive check, bank account debit, which installment? First call to equity share first call. Bank account debit to equity share first call. Again same. Equity share final call for fourth installment. Equity share final call. You can say equity share final call account debit to equity share capital. When company receive check, bank account debit to equity share final call. Instead of allotment, name of installment final call. So entries are not different. All entries are almost same. Only difference is in first part, first entry means application. The second entry which we had passed in first application, it becomes first from allotment, and the first entry in application becomes second from allotment, and then we have to repeat the same entries for further installments. So bank account debit to equity share application, then equity share application account debit to equity share capital. This is application money completed, then allotment, equity share allotment account debit. I have written here equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. You can see. Then bank account debit to equity share allotment. Then after learning entries up to here, then we have to repeat same entries for first call. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital. Bank account debit to equity share first call. Bank is check. Company receiving check for installments. That's why with bank you have to write the name of installment. If allotment is there, then allotment. If first call is there, then first call. If final call is there, then final call. So for first call, once again, equity share first call account debit to equity share capital. Then receiving check, bank account debit to equity share first call. Then final call, equity share final call account debit to equity share capital. Then bank account debit to equity share final call. You can see. So once again try to repeat the entries, especially first two entries. Bank account debit to equity share application. After that, for transferring application money in capital account, what is the entry? Equity share application account debit to equity share capital. Now second part, whenever company is issuing shares, for example, if company is issuing 20,000 shares, and the face value of each share is 10 rupees, and company has decided to demand these 10 rupees in 3 installments. For example, first installment is of 5 rupees, which is known as application money, then allotment money, which is of 3 rupees, and then first and final call, because this is the last call, that's why it can be said first and final call, which is of 2 rupees. So in 3 installments, company had decided to demand from the investors. Applications of 5 rupees, allotment is of 3 rupees, first and final call is of 2 rupees. Now, total application. The first problem I am trying to explain you. Application received. received by company. Total application received by company is 25,000. Means total 25,000 application is received by the company. This is total number of application. 25,000. Company is issuing 20,000 shares, but application is received for 25,000 shares. Now, this is called over subscription. 20,000, 25,000. Company is issuing only 20,000 shares. Company is selling only 20, means they want to sell only 20,000 shares. They are authorized to sell only 20,000 shares. They are authorized to issue only 20,000 shares. But company has received application for 25,000 shares. This is called over subscription. Over subscription. So what is the definition of over subscription? Total two types of subscriptions are there, over and under. In under subscription there is no problem, but so far as over subscription we have to pass additional entry. First of all, what is over subscription? So whenever application received by company, application here in our example 25,000 applications for share is received by the company. So application received by the company, if application received by the company is more than issued share, company has received application for 25,000 share. This is received application, and company is issuing how much share? 20,000 shares. So if whenever application received by the company for shares is more than issued share, then this type of subscription is called over subscription. Investors have sent different applications, and total of these applications equal to 25,000 share, but company is in a position to allot only and only 20,000 share, not more than that. This case is called over subscription. So how to pass entries in case of over subscription? We all know that company can give only 20,000 shares. So what about additional 5,000 share? Company has to reject those excess application. Reject the excess application. First of all, first point is, in case of over subscription, company has to reject excess application. What is the meaning of rejecting excess application? It means whatever amount received on this application will be returned back to those investors to whom share has not been allotted. जिनको शेयर नहीं दिए गए, उनके जो पैसा है वो जैसा आया था वैसे का वैसा रिटर्न कर देंगे. This is called rejection of excess application. In our example, excess application is for 5,000 shares. 5,000 shares because company is issuing 20,000 shares and face value is 10, but application was received for 25,000 shares. So excess or difference of these two is 5,000 shares. So 5,000 shares cannot be allotted by company. They have to reject this application. So how much amount they have received on this application? 5,000 shares into first installment is of 5 rupees. The company has to return 25,000 rupees to those investors to whom share has not been allotted. But this entry, this 25,000 which company returning back to those investors, they have to show this amount in their journal entry. So how company is going to show this entry? So once again, see the example. Total number of shares issued by company. First example number 1, not from textbook. So first of all, assume that company is issuing 20,000 shares. The face value of share is 10 rupees. They are demanding this 10 rupees in 3 installments. First installment is of 5 rupees, which is called application money. Second installment is of 3 rupees, which is called allotment money. And third installment is of 2 rupees, which is known as first and final call. Now, second part of question. Company has received. Company, in short I am writing, company has received. Company has received application for 25,000 shares. 25,000 shares. It means company has received application more than issued share. Company has received application for 25,000 share and they can issue only 20,000 share. It means they are receiving more than issued share. This is the case of oversubscription. In case of oversubscription, excess application means, in our example, excess application is of 5,000 share. 25,000 minus 25,000. So excess application is to be rejected. Rejected means the amount received on excess 5,000 share will be returned back by the company to the investors, to those investors to whom share has not been allotted. And for this, in what manner we have to pass journal entries? See here. First installment is, first entry is, first entry is bank account debit, bank account debit to equity share application. Bank account debit to equity share application account. Now, how many shares we have received? How many shares applications we have received? 25,000. For 25,000 shares, company has received application. So, here I am preparing one note. 25,000 into, and the value of first installment is 5. 25,000 into 5. Total check company has received for 1,25,000 rupees. First time we have to pass entry for the total application received by the company. Company is showing that total we have received 25,000 shares. Received means application for 25,000 shares. And for each share company is receiving first installment means 5 rupees. 25,000 shares into 5. 1,25,000 rupees. On debit side, 1,25,000 on credit side. Format we will do later on. After passing this entry, company will transfer the amount, total amount, to capital account. Capital account means to those capital account to those capital account to whom shares have been allotted, and the investors to whom shares has not been allotted, their money will be returned back. We have to show this all this amount, settlement of this amount in second installment, second entry. So, to equity share application now, equity share application account debit to equity share capital account and to bank account. This is the idea. Now, total how much money company has received at the time of application? 1,25,000. Same amount you have to write here. 1,25,000. Now, out of 1,25,000, company, we have done to equity share capital account. Share capital account means capital account is opened for those investors to whom share has been allotted, and company is authorized to allot only 20,000 shares. So, for 20,000 shares here, I am writing one note. 20,000 shares. For every share, company is receiving 5 rupees. 20,000 to 5, 1 lakh rupees on credit side. And for remaining 5,000 means excess 5,000, company is not going to allot share. That's why their check will be returned back to those investors. 5,000 to 5 because company has received according to 5. That's why they are returning same value. 5,000 to 5, 25,000 rupees. And this way, company has settled 1,25,000. Out of 1,25,000, 1 lakh has been transferred to the capital account of those investors who has been allotted a share, and company is allotted 20,000 shares. 20,000 shares. And excess 5,000 application, they have been rejected by the company, means they have not been allotted share, so their money will be returned back to them, to bank account. In this way, you have to complete second entry. So here, we have shown the rejection of excess application like this to bank. This is the extra entry. Now after that, in the same way you have to pass entry as we have done earlier. Means for allotment. For allotment, what is the entry? Equity share allotment. This is advance entry passed by company. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital. To equity share capital. Now company has allotted how much share to all shareholders? 20,000. So from this entry we have to pass for 20,000 shares. So total company has allotted 20,000 shares to different shareholders, and on each share company has to receive 3 rupees. Second installment, 20,000 to 3, 60,000 rupees. 60,000, 60,000. This is advance entry. When company will receive second installment, then entry becomes bank account debit. Bank account debit to name of the installment is equity share allotment. To equity share allotment, and the total amount becomes 60,000. Once allotment amount is received by the company, they will pass further entry in advance. Further entry means entry regarding first and final call. So what will be the entry? Share first and final call account debit. Final call account debit to equity share capital. To equity share capital. Capital account. And amount will be how much share company is allotted to different shareholders? 20,000. And on each share company has to receive third installment is 2 rupees, 20,000 to 2. So it becomes 40,000. 40,000 debit side, 40,000 credit side. And once they receive last installment, means first and final call, so last entry becomes bank account debit. Bank account debit to share first and final call. To share first and final call. And amount same 40,000. 40,000 and 40,000. This is about the entry regarding oversubscription. In case of oversubscription means once again application, excess application received by company more than the issued share. So whenever they are receiving more application than the issued share, it is called oversubscription. For oversubscription, in case of oversubscription, excess application is to be rejected. Rejected here means money received on those excess application will be returned back by the company to the shareholder, to the investors to whom share has not been allotted, and this will be shown in journal entries like this. The second entry, first, second entry to bank. This is called rejection of excess application to bank. In next lecture, we will discuss about share, issue of share at par and premium, and then calls in arrear. Oversubscription, case of oversubscription is completed. So once again, you have to learn entries first of all. Bank account debit to share application, bank account debit to share application, or if name is given, equity share application. Bank account debit to equity share application, then equity share application account debit to equity share capital. So first installment completed, means application completed. Then share first, second for allotment, share allotment account debit to share capital, equity share allotment account debit to share capital. Then bank account debit to equity share allotment. Then you have to repeat the same entries again and again for different further installments. Till then, goodbye.